Welcome in, y'all. Um, oh yeah, we're crackling. The divine's here. We're ready. We're ready. We got some messages already. All right, nice. Good, 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 nice. We're gonna cleanse the energy, the area. I'm excited for this one. This one's gonna be interesting. This one's gonna be fun. Um, this one's definitely gonna be a fun stream. Um, but we're gonna need to wait for people to get in before I start anything fully. Um, because we gotta know what's about to go down before we go down. You know what I mean? So first we're gonna be doing a cleansing and then a reading and like reading and just channeling things of that nature, answering questions. We have the pyramid here as always to help with negative cleansing. We have a shit ton of Palo Santo as always. Um, we have a white candle here for purification, and then we have a brown candle to help stop blockages, help remove chaos from life. We have a little bell that we're gonna ring. Um, Before we get into doing all of this, we're gonna have like a whole mood setting and everything. And then of course we have the tarot cards here. Um, you yourself can do cleansing, do whatever you want. You can light a candle with me if you feel the need, but regardless, this is gonna be done with nothing but the purest of love and light and intent to help you and your energy out for the highest of good, especially with this moon that we're going to be experiencing tomorrow. I just thought it would be a good idea to do it tonight instead of tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for me. So I thought that before then I could just do something for the collective. And this video is going to be up, and it doesn't just mean for this moon, but this energy of this moon is going to be encapsulated in this video. So whenever you need this energy back, you can always come back to it. You know. So that's what we're gonna be doing with this. So without further ado, um, where's my light? There it is. Without further ado, we're gonna jump into this. So just get relaxed, do what you got to do, get situated. But we're gonna ring the bell and then light the candles and just get into it. We're also gonna do some fire reading, and I'll read the candles. And when I light the Palo Santo, if I'm able to see the smoke, we'll do smoke readings. It's gonna be more than just reading cards. We'll be using all the elements with all this stuff, so it's gonna be a whole different experience. I'm really excited for this, but we're gonna get in with it. So we're just gonna allow Spirit to know that we are ready to proceed. And yeah, we got everything good now. We're just gonna settle in, let everything just be settled in. And again, for the ones that are coming in, the white candle is for purification, is for purity, is for cleansing, and the brown candle is to remove any sort of chaos, blockages, any sort of like stressful, high up, tense energy out of your life. And this is all out of just pure intent as well. So if you feel uncomfortable, don't worry. This is all pure intent of love and light. And if you don't, if you still want to leave, feel free to. It's not going to be everyone's choice, but I felt for the ones that are interested in this type of stuff or just don't feel comfortable doing it themselves and need someone else to do it, just to have this open for everyone, because it is something that is needed, and some people need it, some people don't, But you know, it's going to be a different vibe tonight, I should say. But we're just gonna, see whatever comes up in the cards, whatever divine messages come through, and just answering questions and stuff, things of that nature. Just really connecting, letting loose of all the ties that we've had. Even the Santos has been crackling like ever since I've lit it up. So spirit's very much here and wanting to, communicate with us and stuff. letting us know that everything's gonna be fine. But let's see what's going on in the cards. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords reversed, the Seven of Wands upright, the Hierophant reversed, and the Nine of Swords upright. So, like, again, I'm kind of glad I chose tonight to do this cleansing as well, because there's a lot of, like, just chaos energy. Like, there's just, I don't know if it's just been me, but I've seen, like, a few other people, and a few other people have been talking about it as well with me. It's like, there's just this energy of, like, people just mad. And it's these portals that are opening that are like these entities are latching on the people and dragging and wanting to drag them back, and these portals are opening, and all this like stress and angst, you might be picking up on it, it might be being projected towards you, but it's not you. And I can kind of see that you know it's not you. With the Eight of Swords reversed, you know it's not you, but the Seven of Wands, you're almost kind of waiting. It's like, I don't know, you're playing this game to make sure that it's not you. Like, you know it's not you, but then you feel like there's a blame game for some of you, but for the rest of you, it's like, you know it's not you, but you're kind of like still not sure how to digest all this energy or distress. This could even be like starting something new even and feeling like you're unable to do something. Maybe it's like an uncomfortable position because of like a lack of power, or maybe a lack of cooperation, or a fear of something not working. But all this chaos energy that's just kind of been around, there is a need for like just more rest in general. Hydration would really help. I'm hearing peppermint as well as rosemary, for some people as well. But with the Six of Cups reverse, this does feel like maybe like a fear of cooperation as well. Like you're working with, I don't like, for maybe an organization, maybe like it's just like a new job, maybe you're working like a new boss came in. Yeah, with that candle flickering. Yeah. It's something about that. It's something about a job. It's something about like a job, or a coworker. It's like moving a position, or maybe even just like you moving positions in life, and you're needing to like boss up more. And it's just uncomfortability of feeling like you can't, but you can. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the fear of moving out of this comfortable state. Maybe you're really comfortable where you're at currently, you know? And I hope can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. By the way. But regardless, I don't really think it fully matters, because most of the comments aren't really going on. Okay, good. I'm just making sure, because the second I leaned in and squinted, I seen what was going on, so I was like, okay. But that also explains why the brown candle is just flickering. None of this stuff's gonna matter anyway, so they can do whatever they want. They came to the right stream to kind of do it, and it's just gonna go down the shitter. With the Six of Cups reversed and then the Six of Swords reversed. Oh man, with the Six of Cups reversed and the Six of Swords reversed, there is a need to not be so scared to like level up in this position. And it might feel like a downgrade. For some of you, it might be like a downgrade before an upgrade, or it feels like a downgrade and then an upgrade type energy. And you're like stressed out about that, because it's like, well, I don't want to worry about this, and like, what if I go here and everything falls apart? And it's all this like worry because you weren't aware of like a step, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like a lot of tribe here, especially because I'm this way, is like you like surprises, but if you're gonna have like a plan to go somewhere, you want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like if you're going with your friends and you're going out to eat, and then you're going to the mall, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh, let's go watch a movie. You're like, well, I like watching movies, but I would like to know if we were gonna watch a movie. You know what I mean? Like, really want to plan things out so like how much energy to serve. Like, it's like, the people that I talk to, they know how valuable their energy is. It's like, and there's this energy of needing to almost like go of that fear of spontaneity, and allowing it to kind of happen in like a glee, like a joyful glee way. Or this even could be splitting apart from someone. Maybe there's even someone in your energies that you need to remove still. This could even be an energy or like an actual like person still that you talk to, or you not really necessarily talk, well, you kind of talk to, or you used to talk to, or however, but it's like they do something that gets on your nerves and you're kind of needing to cut them off. And it's like, I don't know, it's like this energy of like this final snip. And this moon that we're gonna have is really gonna help with this, and this, these candles should also help, especially the purifying one, because there's a lot of stuff that's being purified right now, and I can probably understand why. But also the chaos one is burning very well too. It's been flickering a lot, so it is very much like actively doing a lot of things. But we have the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Um, but yeah, that just really tells me like after the storm comes a rainbow. Like right now, this energy of feeling like things are going amok or things are going awry, or that you're losing something and you're not going to be able to withstand or create something new. This energy of like, yeah, with the devil, this bonding energy that you feel like you're stuck in. The Nine of Cups reverse and the Three of Swords reverse. Yeah, this is gonna end, but like you have to almost be in this stuck energy to get the key. Like I guess the best way to describe it, I don't know, for the ones that have seen the movies like Saw, the part where he has to like put his hand in the toilet to get the key or whatever, it's like you have to do that weird nasty stuff to get the key to be able to move forward, because it's been like gunked up by so much other trauma and emotion from like other people, like in other situations and other energies that relate to it. It's like, oh, I really don't like when people yell at me, and then you just, on top of that, it's just like just a bunch of loud noises start happening around you, and that's already got you agitated. And then someone raises their voice slightly at you and that comes out. It's like that energy there. Like there's so much muck that's on top that you have to like dig through all of that just to get to the bottom. And that's not like a bad thing either, because we all have to do it. But it's coming out of this energy. We're in the Nine of Cups, especially the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. Like it's coming out of this energy. It's stepping into this new nurturing the self. It's like you've done the test. You've seen how the test is, and your external is starting to look better, or you're starting to see the external better. There's like a glow up energy though that is happening. And the divine's trying to show you that you're about to make this transition, and you might be seeing signs. You might be seeing like I even seen like names or something, like even hearing like a passed over loved one's name, like that's them being near you. I'm hearing the name Henry a lot, but we have death reverse and the Ace of Wands upright. Yeah, because there's something that's not going to change with this energy. Like if you feel like you're doing something wrong, you're not. Like you're on the right path. It's just it doesn't feel right because it's new. It's this uncomfortable energy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like when Dorothy was following the yellow brick road. She was like, am I really supposed to follow this road? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? I haven't bumped into anyone for a while, right? It's that same energy. Like, you're going down the right path. That energy's not going to change. You have to keep moving forward, though. That's like the scared part. That's the scary energy. Um, but it's this sense of like where you're actually being you, where it shouldn't be scary because it's who you are. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles, it's it's showing you like how you're able to move forward. With the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, that's really interesting because that's the last card of the tarot in the first card, which is really cool. Um, because that shows a cycle completion. Like whatever you feel like you're doing wrong is not, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing it correctly. It's This cycle is just coming to an end. It's just slow. Like it takes time. Your body has to acclimate. your energy has to acclimate. All these things have to become present. Strength reverse, wheel of fortune reverse, justice reverse. Yeah, and there just seems to be like an external, like outward look of things going awry because things might seem stagnant, or you might, just not be feeling the best of your circumstances, or you don't feel like you're in the spot where you deserve to be in. It's just all these things that you're seeing, and it's like you're not wrong for thinking it. Continue to like make sure that that's known, and like, what do we do to fix this? How do we get out of this? Like, what's going on? Like, what do I need to do to push things further going on? Because the divine's always constantly working. So it's like, what do we have to do next? What are we doing with the Eight of Cups? So it's like, what do you have to walk away from? They want you to walk away from something. This walking away from something might be this person. This person might be dragging your energy. If it's like a job, you might be moving away from your job. If it's like moving houses, you might need to do that. If it's throwing away old belongings of something, or like getting rid of like old family things, or however it is to like free up energy. I don't know, like these things just coming, and it's like you need to be able to walk away from those things. And you might feel like you're doing something wrong because it's like it's connected to you, so it's gonna hurt when you get rid of it. But it's one of those things where I'm not telling you to get rid of your stuff either. This is, take it what resonates, please. I'm not, but it's one of those. I need to get my water. My throat's dying. But it's one of those things where um you need to walk away from it, and it feels bad, but it's not. It's just you've held this so tightly to yourself, and it's literally ripping something out, so it makes space for something new to come in, which is what you've been asking the divine, like, for help with. Is like, hey, I need help, like, opening this. How can I move forward? And the divine's showing you how you can move forward, but it's this energy of like fear. Oh, I don't want to seem like a bad person because I have to leave so and so. Oh, I have to do all these things, tower reverse, but you're not a bad person. And here's the thing, even if it's like, and for someone, it might even be like a group of friends that you're trying to leave one person out of the group. Like, you're not trying to be mean, and you're not trying to say that you hate the person. You just don't want to interact with that one person anymore in the like a friend group or something. You can do that. And it's like, you might think, oh, but like, now my friends think I'm mean because of that. They don't think that way. They understand. They would understand. It's just, you know, it's not you. If you don't bring that awkward energy, it's not going to be there. But you have to understand, like, it's okay for that to happen. Things come together, things fall apart. It's nature. Don't worry so much about like how you think people are going to think about you. Don't think that you're a bad person for really listening to yourself and allowing you to do what you need to do. I'm going to go get a water real quick. I'm going to scooch over here real quick and give me a water, because I can't right now with the voice. All right. Oh, let's not blow the candles out. I came in with too much force. All right. Dang. I'm not trying to move so much, but dang, okay. My bad. Let me get some water real quick and we'll resume. Alrighty. Okay. Let me get some more Palo Santo up in here, and then we'll get started some more. But just in overall, just like not letting these negative thoughts, these projections of a past version of you, because what you're hearing now is the people pleasing version of you that you're trying to get rid of, that you're trying to remove from like your remembrance of. Here, I'll give y'all some Santo too over there. I didn't I didn't Santo the camera just yet, but there we go. We'll do that and keep it running over here. But not allowing that like people pleasing self of you to come back, or that, I'm gonna say it the way it's coming, that negative Nancy side of you, that 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 overly pessimistic side, the Debbie Downer side, the not so spontaneous side, the rap, like just the kind of like nasty side, you know what I mean? Like it's the shadow, of course, but it's what you've put in the shadow now because you've outgrown it, you know? Um and there's it's like that's what needs to be worked on. That's what's being purified, especially with the candles here. I can kind of even see it. Um with the white candle, it's like you're very good with cleansing your energy, but it's something about because the flames here, you can tell by the flames. The flame heights, when you read flames, you can read them by the heights. The higher the flame, the more skilled you are at it. The lower the flame doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it needs more work. And there needs to be this work on the chaos side of it, of where you're so used to chaos because you're so used to things not working out that you have to like almost counter manifest to even feel like it's like I can't just have it. I just can't have what I want. I have to fight for it. It's like no, you don't have to. This is that past version of you that's so used to to fighting for things to go your way and being the wounded warrior. You don't have to carry that story the whole time. That story is over. You're whoever you want to be, and if you want to get that stuff right now, you can. And the way to do that is really by working through that past mindset of, oh, I can't get this because it can't be that easy. Oh no, it can. You just haven't experienced it yet. It's the same thing by you, oh, magic's not real, and then you get hit with magic. It wasn't real till it happened to you. That doesn't mean it wasn't real until just then. It just means you weren't in the right areas to experience it. You weren't in the right places to. Same thing for this. You just have to be in the right mindset, the right vibration for it. And that's attuned to everyone's personal level. Confirmation with the sirens. But it's attuned to everyone's personal level. It's a personal issue on a collective scale. We all experience the same issues differently. That's how it is. We all have our personal stories, but they come from similar backgrounds. And and when you start to understand that and realize that, you start to see these deeper, not even deeper truths, but you'll see this deeper understanding, the lesson, almost the answer to the question of why did this have to happen, or why did people go XYZ. And it's this context clue game of like pin the tail on the donkey, but you have to use context clues to find it. But regardless, you have this victory. It's like you have to look back though. You almost have to look back because you forget to look back. Because it's like you're so busy with not looking back in the past because you think the past is a scary bad thing. But it's like you're not taking these glimpses back whenever you need to, when it'd be healthy, to show you how far you made it along these cycles. Because we have the Six of Wands, the Lovers, the Five of Swords in the world. You're doing great. You're moving forward the best you can. Some of you might feel like where you're at is the bottom, but let me tell you, like, you were at the bottom. How the hell did you get to where you were if you weren't somewhere below there? You know what I mean? You're elevating to some degree, no matter how big it seems on the physical or not. You are elevating. Be proud of that. Look back at where you were before then so you can see where you're at now with the world, so you can really see how far you've made it. And this can even be looking back emotionally, physically, financially, with jobs or like hobbies or talents, whatever. Literally, look at how much you've grown, because what we get stuck up on is healing. And we get so worried about healing because we understand that if we want what we want, we need to heal. But what we're not understanding is part of healing is knowing when to stop. Knowing when we heal, it's to heal. Healing is also healing that codependent energy of, oh, if I continue to just heal and heal and heal whenever I'm not being told, I'm going to continue to get blessed. You'll get blessed regardless, but you'll get in this mindset where you'll trick yourself to be like, oh, I haven't healed today. I haven't, like, you don't have to do that every day, you do it whenever you need to, but you get stuck in this loop of, oh, I have to do it now, and then if I don't do it now, I'm not going to get my blessings, and it stresses you out. So then you're doing it for stress, and you're doing it for a materialistic energy, and it brings you right back to that cycle, you know. And this goes for everything, which is why I say be very careful, like the tarot readers you watch, because when you hear these things, especially for collective readings, because whenever you hear that someone's in your energy, even though it might resonate with you, it might not be yours. That it might resonate because it might remind you. It not might resonate. It might remind you of someone or the character that was in your life. It not might be your message, you know, and that puts you back in that loop, that cycle. You got to be careful of these things. It is, you know, and I say these things as like warnings, and it's not even to, you know, be mean or whatever, or to like, you know, ooh, you're saying something. But hey, listen, I'll like I said it before. I'll say is, I will gladly be the bad person for a few seconds, because when the truth comes out and the truth is revealed, it's one of those things where it's like, damn, like it's like people have to do it. You have to be the bad just to be just to like prove this stuff, and it's not even to prove something for like an egotistical thing. It's these things that when you think about it and you get down to the deeps of healing, it's like, damn, you know, it's like it is true. Like when you release someone and they're no longer in your energy and they're gone, and you know that because you got those things and you don't want them. Ooh, they don't want me talking about this. They're trying to shut this down. But when you start doing that, when you set that strong boundary and do that, they're out of your energy. They're no longer in your energy. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to know that when that cycle's done for you, when you say it's done, it's done. That is your power. That's your free will of saying, I'm done with this energy. You know, if it comes back, it's because of something inside of me that I need to heal from now. Now it's me healing it from being away from this person. I've healed from that person. I've healed from their material self. Now it's time for me to heal my soul. I have to repair myself. I forgave them and I forgave myself. Ooh, look at you go. I forgave them and I forgave everything that they've done. And now I need to forgive myself. I need to allow myself to breathe. I need to give myself the grace, because you can't be so focused on someone else being in your energy whenever it's your energy. You know, if you're in your energy and you have control over your energy and you're saying that you don't want these things in your energy and you're doing things to keep them out, then you're doing all you can, and the divine is backing it up tenfold. um but again, like, it's very important just to know these things, because like as the conscious grows bigger, as we get this conscious awareness, the readings will begin to get weirder in a sense. Well, like, not weirder in like a weird way, but like deeper in a sense. Like, most readers will be on this different wave of talking about the same things but using different linguistics, you know. Like, there's gonna be it's just the upgrade that's happening is a very different one. Because in confirmation with the sirens, like, and you can look around, like, I'm not the only one talking about this. I know I'm not, because I've you know, ever since I started talking about the stuff that I've talked about on this channel, the divine has shown me, like, everyone else that is talking about it as well. Especially about the Yakub stuff. I didn't even know. Well, I knew that people were talking about it, but ever since I've started talking about that stuff, I've seen it everywhere. I'm like, the divine's been showing me it like crazy, even on, like, you know, random stuff. Like, even my friends are finding stuff on it, and it's like, it's all these things where the divine's being like, it's like, we're helping you, like, we're showing you that you're doing these right things. And it's like, I have to speak on them, because this word needs to get out, even if no one cares about it. It's just the energy of putting it out there, and that's what the healers are doing. That's why healers are the healers aren't really using cards anymore. They're just talking, or you know, they're doing different things, and it's to really push this forward, because this healing needs to happen. This cleansing, these cord cuttings are happening for a strong reason. Um, and it's to really separate you because it's time. It's been time for a while, but there's some things that can't be separated, and it's like the divine's trying to cut the things that are necessary out and let the rest stay, because the rest will, if they stay they stay, if they fall they fall. That's what I'm hearing. The things that are needing to be cut out of their life will be gone, but if the other things, they will be worked on later, because there needs to be this push forward for you. You need to get out of this energy. You're not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? You feel it in you that you're supposed to be somewhere else, but it's these things that are keeping you held back. And it's not to say that you're a bad person, and it's not to say that you're doing something wrong. It's just to point out, like, that you need the divine's help more than you would want to think. And everyone does, you know, that's just how it is. But it's this letting go of people. We love people. It's hard to let go of people. We, you know, you'll, like, it's one of those things where you sit there and you'll feel it, but you have to cut them off. Like, you just have to, like, no matter how much you love them, because if you love them so much, you will have to let them go, because you, if you love them so much, you wouldn't be hurting them in the connection. You'd have to sever that tie. You, like, it's something you really have to get down to. It's, love and light isn't always love and light. Sometimes love is awful for people. Sometimes love is really just leaving people out and letting them do their own thing, and saying goodbye, and cutting those cords. So be sure that you're doing these things. Stay aware of yourself and of your energy and of everything just around you. Because these cycles are ending, and Pluto is still in retrograde. So be careful of people from your past coming back to stifle up and cause chaos in your life. You know, and this could be done spell work wise, physically, however. Um, so stay prepared. You know, that's again another reason why I wanted to do this, because not everyone has supplies, especially the ones that do this stuff. You know, a lot of some people don't even have supplies, because the attack that happened fucked a lot of people up, and a lot of people who are into, like, you know, spiritual cleansings and candle magic and things of this nature, they don't even have money to get their fucking supplies. So it's like, this is like a fucking gift from God, you know, for those people, and I want to be able to help everyone in that nature, even the ones that, like, aren't even interested in the candles, but just think of the candles as being relaxed, and, you know, fuck it, still for them. It's one of those things that healers need to incorporate. If you're healing, it's time to get back into the tribal energy. We're tribes. We're soul tribes. You know, we heal each other. The healer, the medicine men, the medicine women, we heal. So begin to spread your practices out. Even if you read, you can do more. You can do healings and reading. You can do reiki and healing. You can do candle cleansing and healing. You can do whatever you want. You can do, it's multitask. This is this multitask energy that spirit's been trying to bring on for a lot of people too, and I've been seeing it happen for a few, you know, and it's beautiful. So continue to multitask, continue to grow. It's you and your energy, how you heal. Your energy is needed. However you can amplify your energy and send it out, however you need to do it, is beautiful enough, and it's going to work. But this needs to happen, and it's not even to, like, oh, separate people, like, oh, I'm part of this tribe. No, it's to spread that healing, because people in the tribe can't. Some people in the tribe are live far away from the land. They can't get healing, so they got to go travel to them. You know, and it's just like, it's this energy of really cultivating, like, a healing workshop for people. As we're becoming more in this age, not, you know, it's important, because not a lot of people are going to know about things, or some people aren't going to feel comfortable going to, you know, places in person, so they need, you know, they feel comfortable in other people's energies. That's how, you know, step into these things, like, oh, you know, people love your energy, get into reiki, get into learning how to use your energy in that type of way to manipulate things around. Do those things, because it's needed. It's that love, it's that giving energy that's needed. um and people will call you crazy. People will call you witchcraft. People probably think I'm fucking demonic with 2 cleansing candles, which makes no sense. Whatever. Dude, they can say whatever they want. If they want to say it's demonically, it's a mirror. So, whatever. But let them say what they gotta say. Who cares? What do they know? Nothing. They just came in and typed some words, some like symbols, and it popped up in your peripheral, and you're like, oh shit, that's there now. Like, who cares? You know what you're doing. That's all that matters. If you're doing it, and you know why you're doing it, and you're doing it to help people, and even if you don't know the names of the people you're helping, even if you don't know if it's helping everyone, it's helping at least one person, and that's good enough, because that one person could go help a million people, and without you, that would have never happened, and you're the biggest piece of that whole thing, because without you, nothing else would have happened. You had to remember this. It's not, yes, we're small because we work in a big machine, but your part is so important with healing, no matter what it is, that it's needed. And even if you're, and let me tell you, healing is, some people straight up who cry all the time. Some people cry a lot, and it's to really make up for those who don't cry. Like, it's balanced out in nature. That's why you see people who cry over like the smallest things. It's because they're making up for those who literally do not get to cry. They have to do this to balance out the ecosystem of nature. It's the whole thing. So, allow yourself to be in these energy, and be just always. That's why it's important to be very grateful, because like, you know even if you don't like do readings, or you don't do Reiki or whatever the fuck, you're not actively on a platform, or however, you just healing, you crying on your own, you just getting to the bottom of whatever your problems are, solves it collectively in the conscious. It sends it up to the download, to the clouds, to the fucking whatever you want to call it, to the heavens, to the source. And source goes, oh word, so this is the solution to this problem, so we're going to start using this now, because this is the best solution. you know and these are the processes that work. That's why you know how to work some things off bat, because it's been integrated in you. Like, you've had this healing energy around you. That's why you understand so many things, despite of how much it's been buried underneath you. You've had it, you know but all there needs to be, like, and again, it's just this weird disconnect. It's just like a feeling. Maybe you're just afraid to connect with people as well. Maybe you're still afraid to work with people, you know and maybe it's because you run a spiritual business, and that's why. um you could be afraid to work with people just because the last time you worked with someone, it didn't go well. You could just not like people. Unfortunately, that energy is kind of coming up. You just aren't very fond of people at this moment, you know and that's understandable. Listen, we're all there, so don't even feel bad. Like, listen, I understand, because I was at a point where I hated people too, but you gotta go through it. So don't be mean. Don't be harsh on yourself. We all go through it. It's okay. But there is a need to, like, understand that there is always going to be one person for you. That is the law of duality. If there is you, there is going to be someone that matches your opposite completely, and it's going to be like your attraction. It's going to be someone that you're oddly attracted to, because it gives your soul that opposition completion. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that this person's toxic. Okay, this is like, you don't like meat, but this person loves meat type stuff. Like, they just like the opposite things of you. These relationships that aren't toxic in that way are very healthy for you in the growing process and the healing process, especially if they're not toxic. If they're toxic, they're not healthy for you, period. But if they're healthy for you, and as in like an actual twin flame connection that's not toxic at all, and a very loving and nurturing one where you're both understanding but solidified in your differences, it allows you to heal, because you are able to hear a different side of you as bluntly as you are, without getting offended, and vice versa. So it gives you that full freedom of expression that you that everyone craves for. I'm not even gonna just say you, because even though, yeah, it's you for everyone, it's just genuinely everyone. Even the people that aren't even fucking watching this, everyone just genuinely craves to be fully heard and understood. It doesn't even matter. It's like, yeah, I know that we all go through the same shit, but I just want to be heard. And that's completely fair because I get it. Everyone does. And there's nothing wrong with it, you know? It's important to feel heard. So it's like, don't feel bad about that. Dang, is this lighter really about to be out already? That sucks. But, oh, no, I guess it was just for that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was trying to get some more Santo up in here. No, but yeah, that is the energy. But really, just like, I don't know. And I'll tell you right now, even if you don't want to hear it, I'll tell you right now. The reason you don't trust these people is because you don't trust yourself, and I'm gonna just leave it there. You don't have to accept it right now. I'm just gonna plant that seed because it's important to know, you know. So don't shoot the messenger. We gotta plant the seeds, but that's really it. Because in order for you to trust someone else, you have to trust yourself to trust them. You know, and that lack of disconnect right there will really mess you up if you're not paying attention. Um, but fully, fully encapsulate this new version of you, this new energy around you. Allow it to work with you instead of against you. You know, because it feels like because it's this energy of, oh, I can do better. Oh, I know I can do better. I can do so much better than this. And though you can, you need to finish what you have already. You need to finish what's on your plate before you can get dessert, you know? And that's what the divine really wants you to know is like, you're good, but we need you to finish these things. It's your ego that doesn't like it because now that your ego knows that it can do better, it wants to do better. It wants to go on this healing journey. Now your ego is working in a positive sense, but it's still hitting you in a negative sense where it's like, I want to grow and heal and fucking learn now. Like, let's go do this. If I can be better, let's go be better. Like, this is this positive inner ego where you're like, I can always be better, but I know that I'm at my best right now. Like, that's that positive ego. See, that's that stuff that we got to get into. It's not this. It's not because we hear these words and we think they're polarized. Stop polarizing things. Stop making things one. Things are two. They're together though. It's opposites, but they stick together. They're symbiotic. They have to be together. The ego is it can be bad. The ego can be good. It doesn't matter. I mean, those words are very whatever-ish for me because you know how it is over here. But for just simplify it, because when you have that ego that like backbones you and it's like, no, I can do this, and even if I fail, it's fine. Like that's the type of ego you need because that's not a mindset. That's your ego. That's your ego being like, yeah, you don't feel bad about that. You didn't fuck up. Like hell no. Because that's the same attitude, that's the same voice. That's, oh, I didn't fuck up. They deserve that shit. That's the same thing, but it's in a positive way. It's just different. It's that positive ego. No one, I'm not gonna say no one because some people talk about it, but not a lot of people understand it. Not a lot of people know. They hear ego and they think bad and they think, oh, ew, gross. But no, when you got that positive ego, that's when you step into this new energy of being able to really move forward and manifest what you need and walk in this new energy of your own power. Like that's what you need to do because you don't lose yourself in that ratty tatty ass attitude that those other people do. Not to say that it's their fault either because it's something you have to learn, but that's something that you've learned. You know how when you cross the line, you know how you're when that side of you pops out, but again, you're not afraid to live the life you want. Like maybe you want to keep up with the Joneses and you go do that. If that's what you want to go do that. If you want to be lavish and have like sparkles everywhere, go do that. If you don't want to do any of that, it's fine. Whatever, do what you want to do. It pleases you as long as your intentions are pure, and that's all that matters is your intentions. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter. It's only your intentions because it's your life and not theirs. They're looking out through a window. They're not even seeing what you're going through, you know? So if you're doing all these things that on the physical don't look spiritual, then why are you looking on the physical? If you're so spiritual, why are you looking on the physical? Look on the spiritual. How do they feel spiritually? How does this person feel? Don't worry about what they look like. How do they feel? How is their energy? Oh well, they look like this. They look mungy and oh they look like a fuck boy. Oh, okay. How do they feel? Oh well, their energy feels like really loving and kind. Well then, why are you judging them by don't you're judging a book by its cover? Then get to know them. You know that's the whole point. That's the whole thing that everyone talks about, but it's this weird thing where certain little titles come in and we switch up the perspective, and one thing just flies out the window because it doesn't matter anymore. These things need to simmer down and cease to exist, and it's comical. So allow yourself to even laugh when you even see these things. Laugh at it because it's like it's showing you the hypocrisy of self, where it's not okay if someone else does it, but it's okay if you do it because you know why you did it. It's that hypocrisy right there that you have to like look at and be humorous about and understand, but also understand that though it's something that can be seen as bad, it's something that's good. It's just how you're defining it. As long as you're being honest with yourself, it's this balance with temperance. It's this balance. It really is. It's how you define it, yes, but are you defining it that way in a sense to defend yourself, or are you doing it in the sense of really just how you define yourself? It's knowing thyself. It's that's your power. Is being able to do what other people do, but still staying like you. That's your power. Not a lot of people can do that. A lot of people will do things and they'll fall down in a category. You don't do that. Because the second you do that, you get like I don't like being in a box. I don't like being put in this category, or like the only categories you'll agree with are like high vibrational ones. You know what I mean? And it's this energy that's what sets you apart. So even if you are doing these other things that aren't deemed spiritual, or people say aren't spiritual, but you don't see a problem with, you know, that's the thing. And that's why I always say, like, take things that I say, like, research on things that I speak on, take things with a grain of salt, just allow them to be seeds to be planted for your own endeavorment. Because though I'm a teacher, I'm just a teacher. I'm not here to grade you and to tell you that you're wrong. Those aren't teachers at school. I'm a teacher. I don't. Those are programmers, dude. I'll just tell you ideas and thoughts and things and all these things. I'll never say anything's 100% factual. The facts are the facts. The ones that knows that the facts are the facts. I will never claim that anything I say is 100%. So because I'm not gonna force anyone to believe that I am the almighty 100% correct person. No, I make mistakes too. I'm just telling you what I know. And what I know is that when I research and do these things, I put my all into it. So I'm not skimming out. So you know what I mean? And that's what you have to step in with the power is understanding that. Not only just understanding that, but allowing allowing yourself to understand that when you are in a healthy debate, because debating is healthy. The word debate has a lot of opinions. I'll leave it at that. So I don't want to the informational conversations. That's what we'll use. We're not going to use the word debate because that word's opinionated. Informational conversations. That's what we'll use. Um, about things. When you're having those with people, it's important to balance out that you're not being upright and snooty and mean when you explain your side of things, or when you say that they're not understanding something. They might not understand your side of things, but don't wear the oh you don't understand me or you don't know me as a badge. You don't even need to mention that because that's something that you should consciously just be aware of. And if you see that they're not understanding it, don't flip out. Like you're there to teach. You're there to even just to learn from how you talk to people and learn from them. So even with other people, don't dismiss other people for being wrong, you know? That's, especially when you're spiritual, because these are things that you should really cut out. And even if you're not spiritual, just in general, cutting this like that type of mentality out really will like help you like a lot. Um, but it's this balance that is brought, and it's very interesting too because it's like it's very because I'm getting like a root chakra, third eye energy. I might do some because I'm already live and I already got the candles going, so we could do some second for the for the chakras in a minute. We can definitely do that. I'm down. I like that. We'll get a few shuffles done and we'll rest for a second before we do that. But the Ten of Swords upright and the King of Wands reversed. But yeah, other than that, like that's the only thing that's really tearing these thoughts down, tearing these next beginnings down is just comparisons and not comparing the positives as much as you should. Um, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm picking up for the reading. Um, just in general, a lot of it's like a lot of second guessing energy, but not in the sense of it being bad, but it's like scary. It's like nerves. It's like you're second guessing, but it's not because you think you're wrong. It's because you're just bummed out because things are kind of going how you expected them to, which isn't bad, but it's like it's not the greatest either, but it's something that you know that you can handle. So just allow yourself to get into that energy of allowing yourself to really handle what's being sent towards you, because this new energy is truly to help you. It's not to hurt you. It's to really allow you to grow and move beyond um where you were in the past. And even just like move beyond where you thought you could even be. Um but yeah, we're gonna let this Palo Santo burn for a second. And we're gonna cleanse the energy. We'll do a little bit of psychum healing on the root chakra um in the third eye. Yeah. I was supposed to do that a while ago, but I'll do it today since we're here. Here, let me just light you with this, Joe. Cause you ain't gonna that other lighter is not gonna get this going. And we'll just light it with the purifying, it'll be fine. Alright, there we go. Wait, I'll give you all some. I'll use this arm. I'll give you all some Santo too. Oh, don't fall. Come on, stay in there. There we go. All right. So we're gonna begin some psychum healing on the root chakra and the third eye, just to release some fears and to help perceive and help see like the clear way through. So just like just do some deep breathing. In through your nose for in for 4, hold for 3. What is it? Out for 6, I think. And we're gonna get started with this. We're gonna start, we're gonna start at the root chakra. I'm just gonna loosen up the energies in the root chakra. And if you feel like you need to, you can focus your attention at the end of your tailbone and feel a ball of light there. And if you're able to, imagine it being red and imagine it slowly just pulsating, and just see it and just watch it and feel it pulsate. And as it pulsates, just watch, and whatever you feel, whatever you see in your mind's eye that's causing you fear is going to pop up. And allow yourself to just make mental notes, or you can even write these things down if when you see them. And these are the things that are keeping you from moving forward. These are the things that are allowing you to be in this stuck energy. And I'm going to say allowing you to be in this stuck energy because I don't know, actually. Just the words came out like that. My apologies if that came out harshly towards you. But we're going to move this root chakra up energy. We're going to mess with it a little bit and try and bring it up. I'm going to start moving up to the third eye at this time. When we get to the third eye, I'm going to signify this off with the Eye of Horus. because the eye of Horus is the spiritual eye. This is just going to help call in the energies of Horus. I'm going to ask for Archangel Michael to also step in for this healing assistance as well for the third eye. Okay, we're going to fluff the auric field. I'm just fluffing the auric field to help new information, new data, new upgrades to come in easily, smoothly, just allow you to feel lighter as well. Hope you feel lighter. Hope you move around more. Be sure to hydrate as well. I definitely need to. But be sure to hydrate a lot after this. If you feel the need to, you can also take an Epsom salt bath or just a salt bath in general. And that will help as well. Okay. I'm going to seal this off with the highest power of love and light that I have access to on this room, protecting all of us in a global with silver shimmer. And the inside is going to be shimmering with green for health, for protection, and for healing. And so it is. And that's that. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll light this up real quick. No problem. I've been meaning to do a second session for a while. I just haven't had the energy and or time to. So I was already here. The divine kind of put it on me. So I just, we're going with the motion, going with the flow. I kind of want to make this a thing to do on the moons. On the actual night of the moons, I think would be a nice thing. But I need to get situated with this and figure out what I'm gonna fully do, if how often I'm gonna do these things and all these stuff. But regardless, yeah, I full moons, cause like full moons and not so much, just because it's a continuation, but like definitely a cleansing on the full moons. I mean, on the new moons. Well, I guess they want me to do it on the full moons too. So yeah, both. But definitely doing something like this. No, this doesn't mean I'm gonna be doing it next new moon. I might not. You know, depending. Um, but it's definitely something that I kind of want to incorporate more into. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what else to do. I didn't have anything else planned. Uh, if you have any questions, I can answer those. But if not, um, I will be heading off and doing whatever. I'll keep these candles light going, of course. I'm not gonna like smudge them out or anything. Um, so you know, even if I do in this stream and the candles are still not burnt out, they'll still be burning. Um, so, but yeah. But thank you all so much. I appreciate it so much. If you're wanting bracelets or any other services that I offer, um, hit the description. They're all there. If you're, you know, it's just anything. I love you all so much. I really am. I'm very appreciative of y'all, and I really want to. I'm very thankful for all of you. But you know, thank you all so much for likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they are energetic or financial. I don't care. They mean the world to me, regardless of whatever they are. But I love you all so much. To the moon and back, tenfold and forever. Um, and again, I love you all so much. The candles are going to burn all the way out. Um, and yeah, just take care, drink water, hydrate, spiritual bath if you need to. Um, and yeah, I'll see you all later. The videos are still gonna be black screen for a while. I know some of y'all don't like that, but they're gonna be that way for a while longer. Um, I'm figuring some stuff out. My phone has a hard time connecting to the internet. I took a minute to even get the stream going up. So I'm gonna figure that issue out. Then whenever I figure out, my face will be back. But until then, it's gonna be black screen for a while. I'm sorry for that. But I love you all so much. Please take care, hydrate again, meditate, enjoy the moon, even do your own rituals if you want to, pray, do whatever. But I will see you